My country saved me. My country saved me, and I cannot forget it. And I will fight for her as long as I draw breath, so help me God.
The last great active political figure of the 20th century has lost his battle with cancer at age 81. John McCain, former prisoner of war and two-time presidential candidate, was a man propelled by his interpretation of the honor code to defy his Vietnamese captors, criticize Republican politicians, including Donald Trump, and ultimately to support some of the most interventionist foreign policies in modern American history. The namesake son and grandson of well-known Navy admirals, McCain initially rebelled against his military destiny, famously graduating 894th out of an Annapolis class of 899. He drank and cussed, dated Florida strippers and Brazilian heiresses, and crashed an alarming number of planes before settling down to the family business of war. McCain was on the deck of the USS Forrestal when a stray bomb ignited a fire, killing 134 servicemen, the most deadly accident in U.S. Navy history.
And then the first bomb exploded. And this knocked me about 10 feet, and everyone who had been near me were all either badly maimed or killed from this explosion.
Yesterday, over Hanoi, 3 American planes were shot down and at least 2 of their pilots captured. One of them was Lieutenant Commander John McCain III, the son of the U.S. naval commander in Europe.
I was on a flight over the city of Hanoi, and I was bombing and was hit by either a missile or anti-aircraft fire. And I ejected and broke my leg and both arms and went into a lake.
The aviator's rebellious nature served him well over the next 5.5 years, as he inspired cellmates with loud acts of defiance and quiet organization of internal communication systems, despite enduring torture that permanently damaged his body. This experience, combined with the domestic discord he witnessed upon returning stateside in 1973, damaged his faith in American foreign policy.
Silver Star, Purple Heart, Army Commendation Medal, 8 Air Medals, National Defense, and the rest of this garbage. It doesn't mean a thing.
As a congressman, McCain opposed Ronald Reagan sending Marines to Beirut. As a senator, he criticized Bill Clinton's nation-building adventures in Somalia and Haiti, and described U.S. military involvement in Yugoslavia as
the aspect of the future of this nation that bothers me more than anything else.
Yet by 1998, McCain would emerge as the Senate's leading hawk. So what happened? The unexpectedly easy military successes in the Gulf War and Yugoslavia, coupled with a vacuum in post-Cold War global leadership, led McCain to re-embrace a Teddy Roosevelt-style belief in American military supremacy and to wave off Vietnam as some sort of anomaly. Our loss in Vietnam afflicted America with a kind of identity crisis, he wrote in his 1998 memoir, Faith of My Fathers. We should never have let this one mistake, terrible though it was, color our perceptions forever.
That's what I would tell Senator McCain. He is a man of profound personal courage, and the suffering and service he gave this country ought to be honored.
For most of McCain's political career, he was the media's favorite Republican.
I've been. We were all rooted for you, by the way. And a lot of us in this business like John McCain a lot.
The wonderful thing about McCain always has been that he is a maverick.
Hillary Clinton has said that you are her favorite Republican.
The mutual love affair with what McCain once described as his base in the national media soured once he won the Republican nomination. But even in 2008, the press frequently mistook his pragmatism for a lack of ideology. In fact, it was anything but. The Arizona senator has long had an alarmingly martial view of citizenship, in which individualism must be subsumed to the greater good.
President Bush has talked about our staying in Iraq for 50 years.
Maybe 100. That'd be fine with me, as long as Americans are not being injured or harmed or wounded or killed.
His longest war was against what he called corrosive cynicism, which meant that anything creating more of the stuff, from steroids and baseball to political advertising on Facebook, was in his crosshairs. The same sense of high moral dudgeon could also take him to better places, such as his opposition to torture and annual attacks on Pentagon waste. Understandably, it's McCain's profound sense of honor that obituarists will be emphasizing in the coming days. With his health deteriorating in 2017, the senator led a global tour to reassure nervous American allies, called out eruptions of conservative bigotry, and cast the deciding vote against the flawed repeal of Obamacare.
turning the thumbs down on the repeal bill.
The open-ended interventionism the senator championed in his final 2 decades led to some of the most tragic policy failures of our time. There is also honor in seeking a more humble conception of America's role in the world. Farewell, John McCain.
You will make sacrifices for your fellow Americans who won't be asked to make sacrifices for you. It is a noble cause, it is your cause, and it's worth living and dying for. May your lives be as lucky as mine. Godspeed, Semper Fidelis, fair winds and following seas. Thank you.